What's up, guys, and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. Okay, we are going to talk about gearing today and how to efficiently gear characters and be prepared to gear characters in the future. I've had somebody ask me, what should I do to prepare for legendary events? When Commander Luke Skywalker, comes, I don't have Old Ben geared up whatsoever. What do I do? That's what we're going to do, and I'm going to show you how I do that today through management and savings of gear also. This is learning how to utilize your gear correctly. Now, we're going to start with this, which is energy. Every day after refresh, it states that you can purchase 3 energy purchases for 50 crystals each. You need to be doing that. You need to be doing the 3 purchases for 50 crystals each if possible. Now, theoretically, what is really nice is if you can purchase the 100 ones too, or even one 100 purchase. I did that here just to show you guys how I'm going to utilize the energy. The Cantina energy is nice. It's not going to be being used for mods anymore. It's going to be used for characters when the new mod update comes out, so that's going to be wonderful. But let's say you just purchased your energy for the day, and you're going to go in and use it. Now, let me emphasize, there are 3 pieces of equipment you should always have on hand and in storage and ready to use. The problem with these 3 pieces of equipment is they're needed on every character, and they're the hardest to get. They are the Mark III Carbantes, as everybody knows, nightmares, Mark III stun cuffs, and Mark 5A stun gun. Okay, so for example, you should always have at least 50 of them ready to go and use in an emergency situation. I know, let's say you're leveling up Embo and, oh, I gotta use this. I would pretend that 50 doesn't exist and you have 100, and then keep that other 50 in storage in case, oh my gosh, Revan's legendary event is coming. What do? I don't have anybody geared up. You can make sure you at least have them to gear 7 or 8 to attempt the event. So here's the thing to do first. I know that there's a Mark III stun cuff in here. I am going to look at the stun cuffs. And by the way, sometimes if you're really looking to get that character up to gear 12 or whatever, yeah, go ahead, use it. Just know that in the back of your head, I need to be farming these. Okay, you can get it in the neutral and here in the regular energy areas. What I do is I, for sure, every night, spend 100 energy on Zerka stun cuffs. Even if I don't need them, I always spend 100 energy on Zerka stun cuffs. I got 3 there. That's a pretty decent haul for 100 energy, okay? You're like, man, that 100 energy could be so useful. Yes, it is to get other things, but I'm telling you, you are going to definitely like this in the long run. I spent 100 energy on the Zerka stun cuffs. Now we're going to go and we're going to look at Carbantes. And usually the Carbantes, the Mark 5A stun guns, are with the Carbantes the way it is. So you go in, you look at the Carbantes. As you can see, I have quite a bit. You go over, you find a normal mode, and preferably, this is nice, this only spends 8 energy. So I'm going to get up to 96, which is the closest to 100 energy there is. Maybe you only want to sim 10 times. That's okay. I pulled 4 Carbantes, okay? Now I'm down 196. I'm going to say 200 energy. The last thing you need to spend energy on is the Mark V stun gun prototype, okay? So I go in there, I find it. Dark side normal, okay, this costs 10. I'm going to spend 100 energy on that. Okay, so every day, oh, I didn't get any, that stinks. Every day, I just dropped about 300 energy on those 3 pieces of equipment to have in savings. And not only that, you're going to need to use them on almost every character. So it's not a bad thing to do. I know a lot of you are saying, that's so much energy. I could be doing so much with that. Okay, that's where playing this game you have to realize what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on which, and it changes at times too, by the way. Maybe you're like, I need to get Bossk all the way up there right now. I have to spend everything on him. That's okay. But if you do that every night, every day, or whenever you do your refreshes, if you make sure you farm Carbantes, stun guns, and stun cuffs, you are going to be very nicely set in the game for what's going on now and what's going on in the future. And maybe you want to spend all 400 or 500 energy on only those 3 pieces of equipment. Maybe you want to get, sim these stun cuffs 20 times. Okay, so now what's nice about that is when I go in, and this is the Sith Assassin, I'm not going to get her to gear 12 yet, I just don't want to spend the resources. I have 54 of the stun cuff components. Could I use them somewhere else? Of course I could. I could go down the line here in this place and find, let's see, does Asajj have them needed somewhere? Nope, she doesn't. But you get what I'm saying. Anywhere down here, one of these people I could put stun cuffs on. But I'm not going to, because I'm not going to use IG-88 in Arena right now. He's at gear 11. I don't need to take him to gear 12 or any of the other characters. I am always having some in reserve. So let's say I finally get a character I'm using in Arena, like Bastila. If I got her to 7 stars and I'm ready to take her to gear 12, I would dip into my stun cuff reserve. Also, I will have some on backup in case one of those legendary events comes up, so you can be ready at all times, because usually the difference between losing and winning in a legendary event is 1 gear level. Gear 6 to gear 7 or gear 7 to gear 8, if you can have all those characters up 1 gear level, or sometimes even 1 character up 1 gear level, it can be the difference between finishing it at this time or having to wait 2 months till it comes out again. So that's why it's always so important. Now, so I just said I spent 300 energy, maybe more, on those 3 pieces of equipment because they're the most important. Now, use the rest of what you want to use them for, okay? I'm farming Visas Marr and Bossk. I want to get my bounty hunters all the way up there. I think there's going to be a legendary event coming out soon. I want to be able to dominate in the Sith raid so my guild can do his heroic Sith raid. So every day, I'll spend the rest of the energy on Bossk or Visas Marr. And the one issue that you have to realize is you do need to do 3 hard dark side and 3 hard light side battles. So maybe when you're looking at the stun cuffs or something like that, maybe do some of the hard light side, hard dark side, so you have those accomplished for your daily challenges, because that's the one thing you have to make sure you do is 3 each of those. And then what's nice is, okay, I have my Cantina energy. Right now I'm getting Captain Han Solo all the way up there. I've already spent that. I use all that on him, or I do it on mods, which I do most of the time. Again, the mods are going to be reworked, and we're going to be able to use this Cantina energy just on characters alone, which I can't wait. And so that's really what there is to it. Savings. This is like real life, okay? Budget what you have, how you're going to use it, and what you're going to save for. And I guarantee in the long run, it's greatly going to help you. Also remember, when there are events, to do the events every time. The Forest Moon Assault events, you do that event, you're going to get some gear from it. Look at the possible rewards. You come down here. There's a Mark V stun gun. Make sure you always complete these events. That is huge, because you're going to get that gear from there as well, and they give good gear. Also, every day when you're in the game, go to the shard store and make sure you purchase all of those 3 things for sure, no matter what. Even if you have 250 of them, make sure you purchase those, because you can go through them so quickly. Again, with the shard store, then you can go over to the guild store. The guild store has them in there at times too. Now, the guild store is a little bit trickier, because there are times I need gear that I can only get in the guild store from here, and I'll spend it on that. Like, there's stun cuffs I could get in here right now. I'm not going to spend it in the stun cuffs in here, because I need this Mark III Zaltan Baxter gel, and this is one of the only places I can get it. So the guild store, you're going to have to make a determination on if you should get stuff there or not. And when it comes to the guild event store, this stuff is so rare. Do not spend any of this currency on Zerka stun cuffs or Carbantes, because they're in there at times, unless it's during a legendary event. You need 5 more to get a guy up to gear 8. You can purchase it in there, but this would be the last place I would get it, because you're able to get it while farming regularly. Okay, so that's just kind of a basic quick tip guide on how I have things in reserve and ready to gear, and make sure I always have some ready in case there's, oh my gosh, JTR's coming. I don't have... Get a guy from gear 7 to gear 8. It can make all the difference. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the subscribe button, like the video as well, and click the little notification bell. In the description below, I'm going to leave a link to my new Discord server and to the Patreon page. It'd be great if you could check all those things out. Be prepared for more content to come out very soon. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.